What's up, guys? Emser Knows Hoops back today with another video, and today we are back with something a little bit different. This is not a sponsor stream. This is not me encouraging any form of gambling. I want to put that out there. That is not what this is. But I'm doing a video. You know, we talked all about like how good are these teams. Well, the season is less than a month away, so don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us hit 1K before the season starts, because I know once that season starts, we can do something special here, guys. So again, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get this community and this channel to 1,000. It would mean a lot to me. But I think enough of like how good are these teams. Let's see it like a little mini projection of where these teams could be in the standings and what that could look like, I guess, for the shape of the NBA playoffs. I might actually place this parlay here, so that way, however far from now, we can come back as a community, as a channel, and go, hey, how right was I? How wrong was I? Who's, I guess in that way, who's impressed me? Who's surprised me? Who disappointed me? So I'm using DraftKings here again, not a sponsor, not encouraging me to betting. Do it legally also. Don't be stupid. I'm going to take their under at 58.5. So they won 64 last year. I find it hard pressed with teams like the Knicks, the Bucks, the Sixers going to be healthy. The Cavs still are there. I mean, they play however many teams in the West. I'm hard pressed to believe that they're going to get 64 again. And 59, I guess that'd be a 5-game drop. But something tells me they'll be at 58 or 59. So even if I'm off by one, I wouldn't be surprised either way. The OKC Thunder, who were 57-25 last year, and they were at the buzzer. I think that they'll probably hit 57 again. I think they'll probably hit 57. If I had to bet, they'll probably be a top 3 seed in the West. The Knicks, who were a 50-win team last year, coming into the season fully healthy, I'm going to take their over. I think they're going to, I think this team is at least 3 to 4 games better. They're probably going to be a 54, 55 win team if I had to bet. So I think that this team is going to, again, I think regular season wise, they'll probably be a top 4 seed, and the top 4 seeds in the East are going to be really dominant. The Timberwolves, who, if I remember correctly, were at 56 wins. 52.5 seems real low. So to me, I think this team can win 55. I think this team, again, will be towards the top of the regular season standings. I think Minnesota and OKC, they are teams that are meant for a regular, not that they won't be good in the playoffs, but I think these teams will always be good in the regular season. I find it, unless, again, a major injury happens, but that changes everything anyways. Denver Nuggets, 51.5. Now, they've lost KCP. They basically just got rookies, got Russell Westbrook, and they got Jokic, and they're kind of just saying, roll the ball. I'm going to be real, it's Jokic. This team won 57 games last year. They can win 52 games. Like, they can win 53. I think the Nuggets, standing-wise, are going to fall just in terms of, like, I don't think they're going to be tied for first again this year. I think this is the year where you see them slightly, like, slither down to, like, the 4-3, like 4, maybe 5 if, like, you know, they have some bad tiebreaker or something. But here, I could see them falling to, like, 4. The Philadelphia 76ers, 52.5. Now, they had 47 wins, and that was with Joel Embiid basically missing the vast majority of the second half of the year. I think they're going to be a 50-win team. I think their health can be a concern for me. And I think at times, Philly always has a history of playing down to comp. The Milwaukee Bucks. I think Milwaukee will probably have a better record than the Sixers. I think, yeah. If I had to project, Boston will probably be the 1 seed again. Probably go something like Boston, Milwaukee. Sort of like these 3 teams will probably be the top 3 seeds. And then Philly skyrocketing. They're getting back into the playoffs. This play-in thing, unless, again, Joel Embiid gets hurt again. But even then, at that point, you get Paul George and Maxey instead of just Maxey. I think that this team will be way better off. So I think they at worst are the 4 seed. And I think they could hit 50 wins. I don't see why they couldn't, to be 100% honest with you. I think their team's just too good. The Dallas Mavericks. Now, I think this team, they picked up Klay Thompson, right? They lost Derrick Jones Jr. They've lost guys like Josh Green. You obviously still have Luka, Kyrie. 49.5. Do I think they would win 50 games? I'm going to say no. I think they're going to be like a 48, 49. Like they'll be around 50. I don't think they're going to be like super below it, but I don't see 50 wins. Again, I could be wrong. But I mean, if you look at how tight this West was anyways, there's a chance that any one of these teams is getting slightly better, like these Pelicans, the Kings, getting better, can steal a game or two from the Mavs, and again, ultimately hurt their overall standing. The Cavaliers, last year they had, 48 wins. And they're saying, can they be a notch better than last year? And I don't think so. I think the East getting better is not good for them, obviously. I'm hard-pressed to... I think they'll still be a playoff team. I think they'll probably fall to like the 5 seed, maybe 6, if, Garland is still struggling. And if Mobley hasn't taken that offensive jump. But I just trust these 4 teams more than I do Cleveland. And it's hard pressed for me to go, yeah, I think Cleveland's going to get more wins than the Sixers. I don't think so. And the Magic. So basically, the DraftKings just basically is looking at everything and going, okay, well, are they going to be better than they were last year? And the Magic having exactly 47 wins. I think Cleveland will still probably have a better record than Orlando. I'm going to say Orlando's under. And that's not me trying to hate on Orlando. I mean, I made a bunch of videos about how I love what Orlando's doing. I love Jamal Mosley. I love Franz Wagner. I really like Paolo. But I don't know. Something to me just... I don't think... I'm hard-pressed, I guess. It's one of those things, though, they can beat up on the bad teams. But I guess the thing is but the top of the conference, I feel like, has gotten better to a point of where, like... They might win like a game against the Knicks or a game against the Bucks or a game against the Sixers, but like I'm more confident that they will win. The only team they could beat for some reason regularly is Boston. I don't know what it is. It's kind of disgusting, but Orlando just seems to have some voodoo magic whenever they play the Celtics. They just are like, nope, we got you figured out, buddy. We're good. I'm gonna take their under. I think they'll be at like 46 again. And it also would be included they stay at 47. So they can stay the exact same. Now, Memphis last year, 27 wins. Now, to me, I'm very high on what Memphis could be doing this coming year. I am. Ja's back, and I think he is going to show people like, hey, I ain't doing this nonsense again. Like, y'all forgetting about me. But if I look at the West, right? Like, who do I have? I have OKC over. I have them winning like 57 games. I have the Timberwolves over. They're getting 53 games. I have the Nuggets getting like 53. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like Memphis could get like 48, 49 wins. I think they could be around 50. I really do. Like, I think fully healthy, they could get more wins than like the Warriors last year who struggled. I think them fully healthy can get more wins than like the Pelicans. And even teams like now, like the Clippers, where it's basically just Kawhi and James Harden. The Phoenix Suns. I really like what they did with getting Tyus Jones. They have an actual guard now. They got 49 wins last year. I think they get like 48 again, 47. I think they could stay right around that range. The Pacers are an interesting one because I think they're going to be a little bit like the Kings. I'm going to take their under. I don't think they'll be bad. I think it'll be like the Kings in the fact of they had a really cool run, but I feel like teams might figure them out slightly more. And I do think they might have a little bit of hiccups of like, how does Benedict Mathurin factor back into everything? Because he hasn't really played with Siakam and all them boys. The Kings, 46.5. So the Kings had 46 last year. De'Aaron missed some time. Oh. You see, this is tough. Do I think they would have a... I think with someone like DeMar, I feel like they're a regular season like team. I really do. I don't know why, but this screams like they can get 47 wins. 40, like they could be better than the Lakers, just regular season wise. I'm gonna take the under on the Pelicans. I know I've talked about like their ceiling and all that. We just had a video about them. I think they'll probably be like 45, 44 wins. I do think, because it's also just a matter of like the math, right? Like, I don't think they'll be a better regular season team than the Kings. I don't think they're better than the Suns or the Grizzlies or a lot. I just don't. Like, there's just levels to it, I guess. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm hard pressed, right? If I'm looking at the state of the conference to go, yeah, I think the Pelicans are going to be, I'm hard pressed. The Miami Heat, 46 wins. They have them at 44.5. They can win 45 games. They did it last year barely. They can win 45 games. The Warriors, I'm taking the over. Something, man, I don't know if they'll be that good per se. They can get one more win. They really can. Now, the Rockets are an interesting one. I think the Rockets are 44 wins. They started off so strong, and then they lost Şengün, and they were so bad. And then they went on that huge streak towards the end of the year, right? And now the question is that the Jalen Green the Houston Rockets will be getting the rest of the season or the rest of their career or whatever? Because if you get that and Şengün, now they could be better than the Warriors. This could prove to be very wrong if that Rockets team is doing what I'm telling you right now that they're doing. This is the toughest one. Like, I think this team can win 45 games. Like, the Warriors, technically, it'd be a game worse. I'm going to take the under. I think they will improve by a win or two, and I think they might sneak into the play-in. If any team struggles / falls out, I definitely think it's going to be the Warriors. Or the Pelicans, right? Like, the Pelicans could be the team that slipped for Houston to slip in. Like, pause. But Houston could be that team that's like, oh, well, thanks for messing around. And we'll take that. The Lakers. I'm going to take the over. They won 47 games last year. They can win 44 games. They got the Clippers low. 39.5. This is the toughest one because I still think this team will be good in the regular season. You know what? I'll do it like this, honestly. I'm gonna take the Clippers, the over. But I'm gonna be real / consistent. I do think the Warriors, I might switch up here, take their under. I think that this might be the move. The Spurs 36.5. They won 22 I'm taking the under. I'm gonna be real, not to hate. I think Victor can be real good. I do not think it's a 15-win difference. I do not think adding Chris Paul is a 15. I could be wrong on this. I just find it hard pressed. The West got better. The West is still good. The Atlanta Hawks last year won 36 games. I'm going to take their under. All right, we're back. So I had to go in and basically remove the slip, and then I had to add and write down all of my predictions, which also kind of helps to keep it all on paper. So that way I sort of can help. We could talk through like who I think will be where. So continuing on, I think I had gotten to the Hawks, and I'm going to take their under. I think they'll probably be at 35 wins. I think they were 36 last year. I think they're going to have some time. Ricochet's got to get, acclimated to the league. It's a question of how good will Jalen Johnson be now. The Raptors, 25 wins. 30 wins. No, I don't think this is a 30-win team. I think they'll be cool. I think you'll see some development, but I don't think... Okay, this is crazy. 30.5. I'm taking that under, too. I'm going to be real. Some of these teams, I'm going to be real with you guys. Like DraftKings. I'm on no for serious. Like, there's no way, right? Like, we unironically looked at the lay of the land of the NBA, and we were like, you know what, bro? Like, I don't know, like 30, 39. Like, you're telling me like the Clippers and the Spurs record-wise are going to be like, are even relative? Like, that to me is like a little weird. Again, I get it. It's Wemby. He's going to be great. He's going to do awesome things. Hard pressed. The Jazz. I mean, the Hornets last year also got 21 games and LaMelo got hurt. I still think in the way the East is looking, like, I'm going to take their under, but I think they'll get to like 29 games. They'll probably be really close. Like, they'll probably third with a 30. They might end at 30 and 52. The Jazz last year won 31 games. They got Markkanen. I think they're going to trade guys. They should trade guys. So I would take their under as well. I think at the end of the day, some of these lower end teams, like my Bulls, right? We had 39 wins. And a big part of that was because Kobe White went off. And we get Levine back. I'm going to take their over, but I think they'll be over by like a game or two. I don't think they're going to be, I think like them and the Hornets will be relative, honestly. The Pistons, 14 wins. Well, they definitely won't be 14. If I'm looking at the lay of the East, they should probably end up with a better record than the Raptors. I'm going to take their under. I'm going to be honest. I hope the Pistons do prevail and hit their over. But with this young team, I'm going to be honest. I get it. Like, these teams are young, so I'm not wishing on any doubt. But it's one of those things, man, where I'm like, at some point, dog, like, are y'all going to show me? Like, or am I finally going to see some meaningful, like, progression? Hard pressed. 22.5. This team's not getting better than that. I don't think they're better. I just don't. They should be trading, by the way, to me, Simons or Grant should not be on this team anymore by the end of the season. So I think they're going to fully commit to just like, we stink, Scoot, Klingon, whatever. Let's roll. The Wizards, 20.5. They had what, 15? I'm going to take that under too. I'm sorry. Like, this is where things get nasty. Real freaking nasty. I'm going to be real too, bro. The Nets ain't trying to win that many games. They're in the hunt for the flag. They want Cooper. So, what does all this sort of mean? So, what I'm going to do real quick here is sort of hypothetically chart out where these teams will end up on this piece of paper, and then I'll sort of display it to you guys, and we'll talk through basically my final projections of the standings. This is, I guess, my official season predictions in terms of where I think these teams will rank. You don't, I guess, like, don't take all the over-unders hyper serious. Okay. I think we're going to start with the weaker conference of the two, the East. I think the Celtics will repeat as the 1 seed. I think you will probably see a combo of the Knicks, Bucks, Sixers at 2 through 4, but I think it might be in that order. I think the Bucks might be the 3 seed, 2 for the Knicks to be the 2 seed, and then I think the Sixers, health-wise, might have a little scares here and there. That might bring them down to the 4 seed. Coming in at the 5th seed, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are probably going to sit at 5, have a tough first round with the Sixers. Then I think the Magic are going to take a little dip, get down to the 6th seed here. Then you get the Pacers at 7th, Heat at 8th, Hawks, Raptors, Bulls, Hornets as like your bottom of the possible, oh, we can make the play into here. And then the Pistons, the Wizards, and Nets. Welcome back to the lottery. Hopefully you know how to draft. So again, just a quick run through: Celtics, Knicks, Bucks, Sixers, Cavs. Top 5 teams in the East record-wise. Magic, Pacers, Heat, Hawks, Raptors. The first 3 names are more so just victim of just either not as good as the teams above them, or you kind of know there's a chance that they might fizzle out a little bit from the year before. And then the Hawks and the Raptors just stink. And then Bulls, Hornets, Pistons, Wizards, Nets. Welcome to the lottery. You did it. Hopefully, we give you a good number. Then, over in the Western Conference, I have the Thunder taking the 1 seed again. But I think they're going to be in a tight race with Minnesota at 2. I think the Nuggets fall to 3. This one might be the shocker. I think the Grizzlies will be the 4th seed this year. And then I have the Suns at 5. Mavs at 6, Kings at 7, Lakers at 8, Clippers at 9, Pelicans at 10, Warriors at 11, Rockets at 12, and these are all 40 to 30, like high 30s to low 40 win teams here. Like, if they were in the East, they'd take those 9, 10, 8, 9, like basically after the first 8 seeds in the East, you could fill in all of the West and they would just take it over. Then I have the Spurs, the Jazz, and the Blazers. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree with my assessment? Do you disagree? Where do you think these teams will all fall? Let me know what you think down below. How good will the NBA be next year? As always, guys, this was Mr. No Hoops. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys. Peace out.